Hello everyone and welcome back to GM Details, and today's video we're going to have a look at getting rid of some unwanted pet hairs from your vehicles. Now if you have a look at some of the stuff we've got in front of us here, some of it might look as though it's out of a movie set from Saw, you know, in particular. Anyway, now pet hair removal. There are many things on the market and there are many tips and tricks that you can do to get rid of unwanted pet hair in your vehicles. I was contacted by a friend a few weeks ago to do a pet hair removal only video. Not a video, it's a pet hair removal only valet. Confused myself on their Toyota Auris. And I took that advantage to do the belt hamper touch less and touch on video. If you want to have a look at that to see what the results were of getting that clean, I'll put a link in the description below. But today I want to talk about what you can do to remove pet hairs. Now, like in this particular instance, the customer contacted us, it had got out of control and she was just a little bit beyond her abilities, shall we say, to remove these. So I took the car in, had a look at it. As you can see here, it's quite horrendous as it is, mainly in the boot. She had a boot liner thing, a plastic boot liner, but the hairs in cars just, you know, it's like you go in, you get in your car and the hair, you know, just gets around your car and down the back of things. As you can see, down the sides of the seats, just covered in pet hair, dog hair in particular. But I'm going to just go through some of the tools that I use. It's not necessarily the best tools to use, it's the tools that I use and I found them quite effective. After looking on Facebook and just putting the question into one of the search criteria in the groups to find out what they use and what's best, and this is what I found. Here we have the turbo head nozzle for the vacuum cleaner. Just a simple, if you buy a cylinder vacuum cleaner, sometimes you'll get a turbo nozzle or you can send away for one. They're not that expensive, but super quick and easy for getting the pet hair off this. And as you can see, the rubber gloves helped a tremendous amount there, trying to get that off as well. Absolutely fantastic. You know, the whole thing was vacuumed up in a matter of minutes. Really good. Now, a lot of people still go with the standard rubberized brush. A lot of people use a squeegee, you know, rubber squeegee. And I think that, importantly enough, it's the rubber edge and the type of rubber edge that it is that enables you to dig out those pet hairs. But most favourably of all, and worked best for me in this video, was the good old marigolds. Absolutely brilliant, those things. Help protect your hands, and obviously they can help to dig out the worst of the pet hair. As you can see from the video, the pet hair was actually quite horrendous in the car. Now, the interior seats weren't too bad because the pet hair was more or less on top of the seats. So just a quick vacuum out with them was ideal, and it came out, the hairs came out from there very easily indeed. The worst of it is in your carpets, and that's where these come into play. Now, I didn't get a use for this, unfortunately, because the other tools that I used actually work best, but I have used this in the past, and these are great for like behind the car seats and maybe on the boot liner. You know, these anything that's flat, these will work great on if you have one. If you've got a rubber brush, a pet hair brush, these have been around for years, these things, and I've had this for years and years, and it worked on this particular detail and getting rid of some of the worst hairs from the pets. But these were by far the best to use. So if we just have a look through the video, I'll just talk you through and see what techniques I was using. So with the plastic boot liner removed, we'll have a look and see that there is copious amounts of pet hair, and I thought, right, let's get this, you know, the flat tray liner, let's get that out of the car first. Now, as you can see, I also have the vac wrap attached to the vacuum cleaner there. Again, another video that I've done, I'll pop that link in the description below, and there's also a discount code for 10% off for one of them as well. So remove as much as you can, and just with the basic vacuum cleaner nozzle there, just going in and just cleaning up as much as I could. So what we're doing here is still in the boot, and I climbed into the boot again. You've got to be a bit of a contortionist to get into these, because my back was killing me even just by starting out this. So yeah, using the blue brush here, you can see, just to sweep down from the sides of the fabric, and using your gloves just to help sweep it in with the vacuum cleaner always on, so that it's soaking up the hair as it goes. And I was wearing a face mask as well, because you don't want any of those nasty contaminants going around and making you feel ill. So again, with the gloves, it's simple enough just to rub onto the fabric, and as you're rubbing down or up or around in circles, whatever you want to do, just to loosen up that hair that's caught in the fibres, and using the nozzles from the vacuum cleaner. Now, I was using a mix of the crevice tool nozzle and just the open-ended vacuum cleaner, just whatever suits, but the crevice tool is actually very helpful in getting rid of the pet hairs that have, it's more of a concentrated sort of flow, so you get more suction coming out there. And again, I stuck with the marigolds, worked an absolute treat. Now this isn't a complete interior detail on this one, so don't worry if you think, oh, he's missed a bit here, missed a bit there. It was simply just a demonstration for you, just to show how to get and what best tools to use. There are a variety of loads of other tools that you can use out there. There's a new sort of, it's like a little block. I'll just put a picture up here just now. There's a little block you can buy, it's about £5, and a lot of people have had great results with that. Again, it's like a dimpled rubberized block. Fantastic for putting your lines in your carpets when you've finished as well. Now, again, on this car, seats are stained, but you know, it wasn't in for that, so I'm not going to go and spend time, effort and money to remove any stains from the seats when that wasn't required. It simply was a pet hair removal video, so again, don't kill me in the comments with you didn't remove the stains from the seats. Wasn't asked to do it. It wasn't part of the valet, it was just a pet hair removal. So there's what we're left with, pet hair removed, and now onto the front part of the car. So what I'm using here is, again, the vacuum cleaner, just get rid of most of the debris, and I'm actually just going in here now with my other standard brush that I use. And I don't know whether it's just the fact that I was lucky, possibly, with these Toyota carpets, that the pet hairs weren't that badly ingrained into the fabric. But hey ho, it is what it is, isn't it? Each one, I've heard or I've read on some Facebook groups that some cars are worse than others for cleaning pet hairs up. So as I say, what I used on the day was my blue brush and my marigolds. There are more expensive solutions to these problems. I didn't find I needed to go through that. So if you're stuck and you need something to get rid of pet hair and you're in a hurry, or you've got these things under your sink, go and use them. Let me know how you got on. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.